Peace, YouTube. What it do? Your boy Justin Baz, stepping out, handling some business. But I had to come back and come, and let people know about this new legislation that they're trying to pass in Mississippi, which I believe actually they are passing. And that's how it works. They put all these distractions out here to keep people mind focused on other things while they passing laws right in your face. You know what I'm saying? Keep hitting you with this love and hip hop, these reality shows, sports, and other forms of entertainment to keep people's minds scrambling, keep people distracted on one thing. Right behind closed doors and passing laws. So this is and Mississippi, the state has a lot of nasty history when it comes to racism, segregation. You know what I'm saying, and just corrupt wickedness. You know what I'm saying, and this right here, it just solidifies the evil that goes on. You know what I'm saying? But I want to come back, play a little music. You know what I'm saying? Something I created, and I want to start off the topic with my little music. You know what I'm saying? I used to do Powerful Impact Mondays, and I was like, you know what? I make videos daily. So, but Monday usually just be a roundup what happened the weekend or happened prior events that wasn't covered, and I used to come back with the Powerful Impact on Monday. But here we go. Stories going on. You got mass shootings, laws being passed right under your nose. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going on in the world today? It's crazy out there. Everywhere you look, it's crazy out there. Mass hysteria in the air. People getting killed everywhere. Mass shootings everywhere. What's going on? And while you getting distracted, while you watch the Super Bowl, they passing laws in your face. These mutts are disgrace. All right. That's enough right there. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna discuss this because I mainly come with information and I try to address topics that's not really addressed for the most part, or if I have a take on something, I weigh in. But I try to just touch on topics nobody else talks about. I try to enlighten the people with information that is necessary and needed and vital in these critical times. But mainly, like I said, I discuss topics that nobody really talks about. The media doesn't cover. That's why this is important to have your own, especially dealing with topics that's needed, but for our people, melanated rich people. So Mississippi Republicans, they passed a bill to create separate unelected court in majority black city. The mayor of Jackson, Mississippi, calls proposed law some of the most oppressive legislation in the city's history. Wait, let me take these shades off. So, that's a mouthful right there. The mayor of Jackson, Mississippi, calls the proposed law some of the most oppressive legislation in our city. They're trying to do? Honestly, I've been talking about this in previous videos. It seems like they're trying to go back to Jim Crow era. They're trying to go back and put blacks in slavery. That's what it looks like to me. And if not, figuratively, they're doing it through legislation. They're doing it through tactics, let's say. So the Republican-dominated Mississippi House of Representatives has passed a bill to create a separate unelected court system in the city of Jackson that would fall outside the purview of the city's voters, the majority of whom are black. That is unbelievable. The bill, which local leaders have likened to apartheid-era laws, like I said, Jim Crow, and described as unconstitutional, would also expand a separate Capitol Police Force, overseen by state authorities. The force would expand into all the city's white majority neighborhoods. According to Mississippi Today, Jackson's population is over 80% black. Speaking after House Bill 1020 passed on Tuesday evening, Jackson's mayor, Chokwe Lumumba, that last name, remember Patrice Lumumba, branded the proposed law some of the most oppressive legislation in our city's history. It doesn't matter Republican, it doesn't matter Democrat, it doesn't matter liberal. They all follow this white supremacy system, and they all are going to stick together on code because of the privileges that white supremacy comes with. Why would they want to attack, or why would they want to counter and switch it up when they're benefiting from the system? The Europeans, of course. It's oppressive because it strips the right of black folks to vote. It's oppressive because it puts a military force over people that has no accountability to them. It's oppressive because there will be judges who will determine sentences over people's lives. It's oppressive because it redirects their tax dollars to something they don't endorse nor believe in, Lumumba said. The bill passed largely along party lines in a 76-38 vote and will now travel to the state Senate, where Republicans also hold a significant majority. The passage was preceded by an intense 4-hour floor debate in which members of the state's Black Caucus made impassioned pleas to reject the legislation. And compare the bill to the state's Jim Crow era Constitution of 1819. Like I said, it's ridiculous. The legislation was proposed by House Republican Trey Lamar, who is white and represents a district in the state's Northwest, which is majority white. Lamar, who does not live in Jackson, has cited county court backlogs and crime rates in the city as his motivation for the proposed law. During floor debate, Lamar was asked if any of his constituents had asked for the bill. He replied, "I don't live in Jackson, but you know what I like to do. I like to come to Jackson because it's my capital city." The bill, which is over 1,000 pages long, would expand Jackson's existing Capitol Complex Improvement District, which is patrolled by the state's Capitol Police and currently covers parts of the city's downtown that has state government buildings. The district's expansion would cover areas in the city's north, which, according to local press, include entertainment and shopping neighborhoods. The new court district would feature 2 judges directly appointed by Mississippi Supreme Court Chief Justice Michael K. Randolph, who is white. There will be 2 prosecutors appointed by the state attorney general, Lynn Flinch, a white Republican, and 2 public defenders appointed by the state defender's office. Proposed amendments offered on Tuesday included calls to make the judges residents of the Jackson area and to compel elections for the positions. Both amendments failed. The proposed bill is latest in a line of extreme legislation in the state. Last year introduced a sweeping anti-critical race theory law, which met vocal opposition from the state's Black Caucus, of course. Jackson has also suffered from a series of water outages due to ailing infrastructure, which has been chronically underfunded by the state for years. Black residents in the poorest parts of the city have been disproportionately affected. In November last year, the city's water system has taken under federal government oversight after the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, found the city in violation of the Safe Drinking Water Act. And it just goes on and on. You know, times are tough, and we know not everyone is in a position to pay for news, but as we're reader funded, we rely on the ongoing generosity of those who can afford it. This vital support means millions can continue to read reliable reporting on the events shaping our world. We invested in The Guardian this year. Oh, I'm sorry, I went off to a whole nother topic. But end of the day, the thing is, this is the article I got it from The Guardian, that's why I said that. But this is the thing. Evil know their time is coming to a halt, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. Europeans know their time is up on this earth. That's why you're having all these natural disasters. That's why you're having these so-called alien UFOs popping up everywhere. The Reapers come back to collect. The wickedness is coming to a halt. But my thing is, I'm not surprised by all these tactics they're using. You know what I'm saying? I could go on and on with this, but end of the day, the point is with this right here is showing you that Mississippi is one of the most corrupt, crooked white states. And think about it. You got a lot of black people that live there, 80%, and they're the poorest. They're the most illiterate. They're the most, you know what I'm saying, disenfranchised people when it comes to melanated people in America. And you're trying to pass legislations to where you're going to have separate courts. You know what I'm saying? We already know it's 2 Americas. We already know that when it comes to European, they get slaps on the wrist when they do crimes. Remember, Brett Favre continuously, now to this day, is not, you know, he has to answer to the cause of him stealing money, millions, from Mississippi welfare recipients. He took millions from welfare recipients, people who needed it. But you don't hear about that too much. Now he's coming back and they're saying he's trying to sue Dr. Umar for slander. I guess you got to get the money back somehow, huh? This guy received over $100 million in his NFL career, and he still robbed the poorest people, black people, for millions. Now you're trying to sue Dr. Umar. But anyway, I'm getting off the topic. Mississippi. Really? This is what we doing. First, you got critical race theory trying to eliminate whitewashing the pages of history. Now you coming back and saying you want to bring back apartheid-like laws and tactics with this two separate court systems. And I even read, I just told y'all on there, they trying to have their own police system for whites only. We just gonna go back to Jim Crow. That's what we gonna do. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You got the house Negro, you got the field Negro, then you got me. I'm the runaway slave. Bring back apartheid. Bring back Jim Crow if you want. You're going to see the big outcry. And not only that, you're going to see a big push of opposition and rebellion. But America, the great fall of America. And as you can see, the tactics they're trying to implement is only more proof that they know that they're going down. Unbelievable, though. This is what we coming to in 2023. Protons, electrons always cause explosions. Always remember to teach your children. Teach the truth of your history. And you can't be scared and you can't be docile in these times. You got to stand for something or fall for anything. You already.